I've been stood up one too many times. When have I ever chased a man? If you tell me something, do it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be doing a story time, but we're gonna start the story time off right. This is what I'm gonna be sipping on. But this particular story time, I actually crashed out. Let me give y'all the backstory. This mango is good. So boom. Once upon a time, when I was dating, I was talking to this guy, and I'm gonna use his real name. Forget this. Like, in this story time, we're gonna give his real name. Well, it's not his full name, but we're gonna call him Jay. Jay for short. And I don't care if Jay ever tuned into my channel and he watched this video. He know it's true. But anyway, so we're gonna call him Jay. I met Jay, and me and Jay had an on and off relationship. And you know, on and off relationships are never healthy. They're always toxic. It was like, I would talk to you for a couple of months, you be gone for a couple of months, I talk to you next year, type thing or whatever. But long story short, I really like this guy. Like, did I see myself with him? I did. I saw myself being with him. I wanted to be with him. We had a lot in common. We were around the same age. He had one child. I had one child. He was attractive. We looked good together. In the beginning, he seemed like he was real genuine. He gave off that he was real genuine, but a lot of people give off that real genuine. And he was a nice guy. I feel like he was a nice guy. I feel like if he had his shit together, we would have worked out. But he didn't have his shit together. Like, he could not prioritize his schedule. Or maybe I just wasn't the one for him, because like the saying goes, you can make time for what you want to make time for. And he didn't do that. Like, it's crazy. I would move my schedule around and change times and switch days so that I can see him and spend time with him. But when it came to Ashley, did he do that for me? No. And at the time, he was working for this trucking company. So he was delivering locally and all over. And I understood that. Now, he wasn't always delivering and leaving out of town. Like, he would do a few jobs out of town, but majority of the time, they were local. They were local jobs. And I remember this one particular time, we were supposed to link up for dinner. We were supposed to get dinner. And, you know, dinner can be changed as far as the date, the time, all that stuff can be changed. He said he wanted to take me. He told me the date and the time. He didn't say where we were going to go, but you know, that particular day I was getting dressed. It was at nighttime too. I was getting dressed and, you know, getting ready like as women we do, like when we get ready for like a date or whatever. So I'm getting dressed, I'm getting cute, whatever, doing my makeup, picking out my outfit. And I'll never remember, this particular apartment I was staying in at the time had like a window, like when you walk in, and then the living room, and then the kitchen was to the right, and then the rooms were to the back. I'll never forget vividly. It was like 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock. I'm messaging him. I'm like, hey, you know, are we still going to dinner? Are we still going out to eat? He's like, yeah. You know, I just got off work. Give me some time about the shower. Da da da. I ain't think nothing of it. It's the weekend. He just got off work. I'm understanding. I'm being understandable. Very demure. Very understanding. Very cutesy. Like, I'm understanding everything he's saying. I'm not arguing, not bickering, not fussing, nagging, anything. An hour passes by. I'm already dressed. Cute dress on, shoes, makeup done, ready to go. And something in me was like, okay, contain your composure. You know what I'm saying? Don't get all mad or whatever. And I reached out again after I got dressed. I'm like, hey, I'm already dressed or whatever. Like, are you on your way? He says yes. Y'all, I lied to y'all not. It was like an hour and like 30 minutes going on 2 hours. I'm literally looking out the window like he's gonna pull up anytime now, because I know he had a loud sound system, so I knew when he was, when he was there or whatever, because his music was loud. And so yeah, and I was waiting for him to come, and he never showed up, y'all. He never showed up to my apartment. I was like, wow. And like that particular time, I didn't cut him off, but the only reason I didn't cut him off is because he had an excuse. He was saying, I don't know what he said. It was either he was tired, something about he lost track of time or whatever. So, boom. Okay. I let that slide. I let it go. I didn't, fuss at him or whatever. I was more understanding. But let me tell you, when a woman's fed up, she is fed up. Because over time, like, I don't know how many times I count on my hands, how many times he stood me up. And I was forgiven. The second time he stood me up, we were just supposed to be spending time together, and I would go over there from time to time, spend time with him, and spend the night, chill with him, just be with him, whatever, things of that sort. And I like being around him because, like I said, he was cool or whatever, and yeah, I liked being around him. I enjoyed his time and stuff like that. But when it came time to like spend it, like he was over there at his own personal space. Like he had it wasn't his own spot. Like I think his mom was staying there, his sister was staying there, and his son, and then him, he had a room. So that right there should have been a red flag to me, because you don't have your own. But I overlooked that. Let's just say I overlooked that. And I was understanding as far as that, because I'm thinking that you're going to get your own house and get your own spot according to what he told me. Fast forward, another time, we're supposed to be spending time together, going out or whatever. So we did go out. We went out that time, but he embarrassed me. Like, we went out. We're at this restaurant. I don't remember we was at IHOP. We was at IHOP, and we went out. It was late at night. We always were going out late at night. But then that's another thing. We went to IHOP. Food was good. We're vibing and stuff like that. Until it's time to check out. You go up to the register. Well, the way this one's built, you go up to the register at the front and you pay. Like, he's such an attention whore. I'm like conversing with me. He's so busy, like, making jokes to everybody else, which was majority women, like, just doing the most or whatever. I'm just like, okay, I don't mind a person being a class clown, but when they're, like, thirsting for attention or thirsting to be the center of attention, that was him. And I'm just like, in my mind, I'm just making mental notes of how he is, like how he's acting in certain situations. So I'm just making a mental note. So I know you be standing me up a lot. I know you're an attention whore. Like, that was just two things. And then third time, okay, this particular time, we were supposed to be going somewhere this night. And it's like, we're always going somewhere at night. I know y'all probably like, damn, y'all always going somewhere at night. Like, we're supposed to be hanging out, doing something, just spending time with each other, because we both worked a lot. This man told me to be ready at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So what I do, I turn my music on, took my shower, got dressed, did my makeup, got my clothes on, just ready to go. And I've always been this way now. Like, anybody who knows me, I'll set my stuff out way before it's time for the actual time for the event or whatever we got going on. So yeah, boom. I laid all my stuff out, got dressed, found myself sitting at the window again for an hour or two, waiting on this man. This time, I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt because he told me he wasn't going to do it no more. So I wasn't even trying to text him or nothing like that. This time, he was texting me and saying like, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm about to get dressed, whatever. Go ahead and get yourself together. My response back was, I'm already dressed. I'm basically just waiting on you. I lied to you not. 3 hours went past. First, I was sitting at the couch, like, watching TV, like, sipping on a little bit of wine because I was trying to kill time. He told me it won't gonna take that long, so I'm drinking my wine. I'm sipping. I end up at that window again, looking out the window. This man never showed up. So I knew I was irritated when I started rocking. Like, I was sitting in a chair and I was like, yo, he really did not call me. Like, he didn't hit me up. He didn't message me after he said that he was getting dressed and for me to be dressed. Like, I didn't hear anything else from him. So I'm looking at the time. The time was like, prior, it was like 7:30, 8 o'clock, around that time, going on 9. Now it's like 10 o'clock, 10:30, going on 11. This man ain't messaged me. He ain't text me. He ain't call me. He ain't do nothing. So in my mind, I'm just like, okay, he not responding to me. I had a light bulb just switched right in my head. It was like, Ashley, what if you drive over there and you just pull up? What in my right mind? It won't in my right mind. What in my mind told me to drive over there? Because, hold on, y'all. Because, like, nope. Like, I just knew he was playing with me because I'm just like, this got to be a joke. Because, like, and it's crazy. Like, but I had to talk to myself like, Ashley, don't do it. Don't do it. Because if you do it, it's not going to end well. All that went out the window. I was like, whatever. I'm driving. I'm getting in my car. I grabbed my purse, my keys, locked up. And I remember this around this time, it was the summertime because I know, yeah, it was around the summertime. So I got in my car. At that time, what was I driving? At that time, I was driving like my Pontiac Sunfire, my little two-door or whatever. Don't come from my car, but yeah, I was driving my little two-door, and I sure was. I got in that car like I was Batman and zoomed my tail right across the we said across the water in the area that we that I live in. I'm from the beach area, and I drove across the water. If you're in a 757, you know what I'm talking about. I drove to Bad News, which is Newport News. I drove my ass all the way to Newport News. I didn't stop. Yeah, I was speeding. I was speeding. Yeah, let me think. Yeah, I was speeding. I could have got a ticket that night. I could have got a ticket. I was upset, y'all. I was angry. I wasn't crying because usually when I get angry, I cry because I'm so mad. But I wasn't that angry. I was angry. I was more upset and disappointed in him because, like, you can communicate to me, hey, Ashley, maybe we should reschedule, or I don't feel like doing it. I don't want to do it. I'd rather hear something like that rather than you just not show up at all. So, boom. I'm driving. I'm looking at my phone. I'm thinking I'm going to get a text or something or whatever. Like, hey, I overslept. I'm on my way or whatever. No, I'm driving. I pull up to his spot. Mind you, his sister, his mama stayed there and his son. But I don't think his son was there. His mom was not there and his sister was there. His sister opened the door. She's like, hey. She didn't really even say nothing, really. She's like, hey. She moved out the way and let me in. She seen my face, like, she probably seen like, oh, she mad about something. And the way that his apartment was made is like you go up some steps and then there's a living room and then the rooms are in the back. So I ran up them steps. I ain't tripping nothing. I'm clumsy. I usually would have fell, but I ran up them steps or whatever. I made a left and went to the bedroom because I didn't ask her if he was here. So she opened the door. I seen his car outside, so I already knew he was there. But she didn't tell me he was there, but she didn't say nothing. She was quiet and moved to the side. So I got up the steps, and I went in his room. This ninja is in the bed asleep. All right, so pause, break, before I tell y'all the rest. I wasn't upset that he was in the bed. I'm glad that he was in the bed. I don't want to say I was thinking that he was with another woman. That wasn't my thought process. My thing was, you told me something and you did not do it. Right? You tell me something and you don't do it. So when you tell me something and you don't do it, I don't trust you. I don't believe you. You're a liar to me. That's what I got from it. So boom. I shook him, like, you know how you wake somebody up? I shook his shoulder and he was like, what's up or whatever. And he turned over and he looked at me like a deer in headlights. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you talking about? What do you mean what I'm talking about? We were supposed to go out. Like, what do you... And it wasn't to go out to no club, no party. We're going to go out as in, like, go to dinner. So he's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm like, yo, you're a liar, bro. You're a liar. Because why did you tell me you were in the tunnel? And I forgot that part. He told me he was in a tunnel and on the way to the side. And you got me excited to see you and stuff like that. And you here over the bed and you sleep. And he was like, oh, you tripping? At least I'm not with no woman, no other woman, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I'm not about to applaud you for what you're supposed to be doing. What are you talking about? Like, you want a cookie? Like, you want an award? No, Bookie, I'm not, no. So yeah, Our little back and forth went on for at least, I say, less than 2 minutes. Because I heard what he had to say. He's talking about he was tired and da-da-da. Why you didn't say this, bro? Why you didn't say that? Why? Why you didn't say that? You could have told me you was tired, you was sleepy. I would have understood. That's the problem. People assume how you gonna feel. They feel like if you tell them, they're gonna be upset, da-da-da. No, I'm upset that you didn't tell me, you didn't communicate to me. So, like, yeah, I feel some type of way. So I told him, I was like, really? That's really what you gotta say is I should be happy that you're not dealing with nobody. I laughed and I was like, all right, bet. And so I turned around and I left. This ninja gonna get up now. You want to get up abruptly and act like you're chasing me? Like, no, don't chase me now. I'm walking out the door, going down the steps. He coming down. I guess he put on pants and coming down the steps and like, where are you going? What you doing? Like, you can stay over here. No, I don't want to be here. Stay over here for what? I see that I'm not a priority to you. And then he don't know how to prioritize. If you cannot prioritize people that you want to be in your life, there's no need for them to be in your life. And I had to realize that. And it's not the only situation that it took for me to realize that. But this one right here, when I was crashing out, this is when I realized, like, dang, this guy really don't like me. Because if you did, you wouldn't have me looking stupid coming. And I'm not going to say he did have me looking stupid, but I take full accountability. I chased him. Yes, I did. I chased him all the way down to his address. I sure did. Chased him all the way down. Was it right? No, it wasn't. Would I do that now? No, the hell I would not. No, I would not. I would ask my younger self, like, Ashley, why were you that desperate to get over there to his house? That man did not want me. Like, seriously. Like, I keep saying that. That man did not want me. And when I say that man did not want me, you know the saying, like, a man will move mountains to be with you? Literally, a man will move mountains to be with you. And this may ruffle some feathers. Women are not supposed to chase men. Men were created to hunt. They're hunters. That's a word for you. Men are hunters. And like, it just showed me, like, he didn't know how to prioritize. It was always an excuse every single time. It don't matter what day it was or anything. His family loved me. They enjoyed spending time with me. They thought I was a nice person. That's great. Your family can love me, but the person that I'm dating or talking to or dealing with, and you showing your ass, like, I'm out. Like, it takes one time. Now, back then, it may have took like 2-3 times. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. Probably like took like 2-3 times. But now, one time. You get one chance, and I'm cutting you off completely. I'm cutting you off completely. I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't have the desire to let someone play with me like that. And he played right in my face, and I let him do it. He was calling and texting on my way back when I was heading back home. Blowing me up, leaving voice messages, texting me, answer your phone, I'm trying to talk to you, da-da-da-da. I don't want to talk to you. You had 3 times to do that. 3 strikes and you're out. Like, he was out of there. Like, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. And like, just like that, now I want an intentional man. Like, I've been preaching intentional. If a man is intentional, that means he has a plan. He knows what he wants, and he knows how to execute it. A man that's going with the flow and I'm just doing it for fun and all stuff, they don't have no plan. They're just doing whatever and just leading you on, keeping you confused. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that no more. I'm in a place where I deserve someone who is going to be transparent and honest with me. Both of them. And I'm not settling for less. And I remember like years later, like, and that's when I was on dating sites. I'm not on dating sites now, but I would see him up there and he would try to match with me. Ninja, I don't want to deal with you no more after I went through with you. Like, Now, once people see like how they know they had someone that was good to them and like, you know, all that, then they want to try to like spin the block. No, you're not about to spin the block on me. I reroute like Meg Thee Stallion said. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it at all. But yeah, so like my advice to people that want to crash out, don't crash out. I know I crashed out this time. I pulled up or whatever. I pulled up and was like, what you on? But don't crash out, y'all. Like, just leave that person alone completely. You know what I'm saying? Move around, leave them alone. Don't give them the time of the day, because that's your energy at the end of the day that's being wasted. You don't have time to be putting that into a person. And if it's unhealthy, leave it alone, because that definitely was toxic. And anytime that you can't talk to somebody about something that's bothering you, or you talk to a person and they act like they understand and they keep showing the same behavior, leave them alone. Like, I had to tell myself that plenty of times. I had to tell myself that. I don't care how fine they are. I don't care how good they smell. I don't care, like, if they, you know what I'm saying, they made you feel good once upon a time. Once a person shows you, like, they're not interested in you, or they're not putting you as a priority, or they're not making time for you. People can make time for what they want. When I say I live by that, I live by that. Like, they make time for, you can make time for what you want. If you're interested in me, you're going to make time for me. It's no excuse. It's not going to be all this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You're going to show action. But yeah, so that's my advice. This story time was like a wake-up call to me. I make sure now, like, if in the future I do decide to talk to someone, that they won't have these traits, I'll say, and I'll be able to notice the red flags in the beginning. But yeah, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed this story time. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.